Hi and welcome, my name's Matty B, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Scuf impact controller I bought a few months ago. First of all, I'm just going to go through a recap, what I got with it, what specs I went for, and then there's a few queries I got asked, so I'm going to go through them as well to make sure everyone's happy. I'm going to explain whether it's worth it or not, what I think of it, have I got better. I'm also going to go through the settings on Fortnite, because I've been asked that as well. So, right. So this is the controller I went for, Scuf Impact. Went for the pink, white and blue. Went for 4 paddles on the back, went for the grip. And with that, you got some extended sticks, so if you like racing games, that'd be quite handy. You know, your finger further down so you got more throttle control. I also bought the cable, which is a really nice fit. You're never going to snap this thing. Get it the right way up. So you're never going to snap that, at least, unless you really try. It's got a little recess it sits into, so yeah, it's a nice fit. The only thing is it does get tangled up very easy, and I sit quite close to my monitor, so it's a bit too long for that. They need to do a shorter version maybe. I went for the domed thumbsticks. I run a control freak on my right stick, a bit more accuracy. I had the rumbles taken out, and I also went for the black grip on the back, which is holding up lovely. It doesn't even look like it's worn at all, actually, that. And my hands don't sweat at half as much using that, so that's good. Wear and tear though, the only thing I've found so far is the thumbstick started to mushroom. You can see it's gone a bit discoloured and it's starting to mushroom around here when I'm pushing down. The bonus of these though is you can change them, but you have to remember I do play this for 4 to 5 hours a day, so on average, so you're going to get a bit wear and tear. The other thing is the trigger stop up here, this one here is snapped, so that one there's still okay. This one's snapped. My brother did that within a week of having the controller, unfortunately, but I have to send it back to have that replaced, which I don't want to do. So you can see the trigger stop, it only goes halfway, and the trigger stop, it goes all the way. So good for racing, good for shooting. Maybe they could make them out of metal on an updated version. That's probably the only thing I could suggest they do, really. Like I said, thumbsticks, pretty easy. You know, this ring comes off, thumbstick out. I did buy some new rings, extra rings, because I heard that they can lock on funny. So I thought, well, I'll get some just in case I've got a faulty one. But they're not faulty, it's just they're starting to wear away. I don't know if you could really see it. So yeah, unfortunately they start to wear, because the problem is I play a lot of Fortnite, bit of Call of Duty, you've got a lot of forward movement on this thumbstick. There's a lot of this movement, you know, you're doing this and you're aiming, so I'm finding the shape's changing up here, so I've had to turn it 180 degrees already, because it was locking into this position, so I was getting stuck going forwards. So the only thing is as well, you have to make sure when you get the ring on you put it on properly, because this can get stuck. Sometimes it'll be up here, but you'll know when it does because it'll get stuck down here as well. But that's, you know, you just take the ring off, put it back on, job done, that's fine. The other question I've been asked is the headphone jack looking very small, because it's got a recess in there. I only run a set of cheap headphones, and they come with a headphone jack like that, so as you can see, no problem at all with that. But I did find a lead with a different end, so if you've got a lead like that, it still goes in, but obviously you can't put it down. So normally on my old 4PS, I used to have this one down here, so it's out of the way, but obviously it's not, so it's up here, so you've got a lot more chance of getting it caught around your thumb or something. So it's the only downside with that lead. Alright, so remapping. It's quite a simple little thing. So you have your little Scuf magnet symbol to the bottom of the controller. Magnets, it's on, so that's it. So what I've done, I've actually changed this to an edit button, and then I've remapped it to the triangle button on the bottom. So this is no longer triangle, this is actually edit. So it's actually my left thumbstick, that one is. So all you do is you push that down, push that one in, take your thumb off, finger off, that's it, done. Take the magnet off, throw it away. That's it, that's remapped. So my buttons on the back, I've got X, square, circle, left D-pad, which would be edit. So jump, interact, build, edit. So having these two close together is quite a nice little feature on Fortnite. Call of Duty, I can't see the need for the 4 paddles. Not many games I could think of really you need for 4 paddles. The only reason Fortnite is so many things you can do, built with building and editing and stuff, that they've come quite handy having the 4 paddles and never having to actually take my thumbsticks off other than to get to triangle. Which, if you're farming materials, it doesn't matter if you're going to triangle, because if you're on triangle, you've got to do is press shoot or aim or something, and the gun comes out anyway. So that's that. Right. Do I think it's worth it? Yes, I do. I'm so glad I went for this. I was, like I said, I was really worried about this. I had a 4PS controller before, Scuf again. My hands fitted really nice. I had the 2 paddles on the bottom. So, and a lot of people talked about needing big hands for this controller. That really worried me, and I've seen online a lot of people asking about it, and a lot of people say yes, you need big hands, but I've only got medium hands. I wear size medium gloves, so if that puts in perspective for you, and I could touch everything. I could reach over the thumbsticks, but I could touch everything. It's a really comfortable hold controller. I actually almost prefer it to the standard PlayStation controller. So that's that. Right, whether it's made me better at Fortnite, I don't know. I think I've just got better over time. With building and editing, it's helped me with the editing. That's the only thing. Having the extra button has helped me. I don't think it's helped me play any better, so I've got friends that still play on standard PlayStation controllers that are as good as me. But I do like my gadgets, and this is a very good one. And like I said, if you want to get better at building and editing quick, this is definitely the way. Because the problem is of editing, you got to go into an edit and then you got to move your controller around. So like one of my friends has changed his, I think his right D-pad to edit, so he has to come off this finger to edit, and then he could move like that. But then he can't move through it until he's edited it. So that's a little bit of a different one for you. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'll get the PlayStation set up. I'll get a camera set up on the controller so you can see my fingers working. I'll go into a playground mode. I'll show you a few tips and tricks that I've been teaching myself, and also go through my settings with you. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. So here's my settings for Fortnite. These are, so you see wireless sensitivity X and Y, up and down, left and right, at 0.8, 0.7. I like this. I probably won't move from that, to be honest. I don't feel the need to, because it's fairly quick anyway. Targeting and scope sensitivity I've turned right down. I think it was at like 0.6 when I started playing, and you just scan past people when you're aiming down sight. So when you're aiming down sight, you're a slower mover anyway, so you might as well be more accurate and get those shots on. Building sensitivity I've turned up to 1.4. I'd like to get to max on that. Not far off, I keep going up. Once a week, just turn it up, get used to it, turn it up.
and so on. The other things I've changed, so edit aim assist I've turned off. With that on, you find you're locking onto the blocks on the like a wall, let's say. So, and it was really difficult to actually aim them on properly, to edit quickly. So I've turned that off and you can be a bit quicker. I'll make more mistakes probably, but that's that. So build immediately I've turned on. So all I've got to do now is, this is the difference between PC and controller. Well, before they had this option, you used to have to select what you want to build. So you want to select a ramp, and you have to click it again to build it. And then you'd want to build a floor, so you'd select floor and then build it. To build a floor and a wall and then a flat, is 6 times you'd have to press the buttons. So now it's only 3. It makes a massive difference. Right, so controller. The only thing I've changed is Builder Pro basically, in the custom settings. The only thing I have changed is the left D-pad to edit, and then obviously I showed you a minute ago how to remap it down to this stick here. So I've got build and edit right next to each other. That's the only things I've changed. Can't think of anything else I've changed on here. Obviously trap picker, that's the other thing, so I've pushed that down. So you push your right thumbstick in and you'll scan through them. That's fantastic as well, so you don't have to faff around trying to change them. So see, with edit being right next to each other, next to build, you know, it's makes a massive difference with one finger as well. Obviously I'm not the best at this. People slate me for it. But it gives you an idea. If you're quick at this game, it'd make a massive difference to you. The other bonus with building immediately is you could build 3 like that really quickly. So I always do floor, ramp, wall, 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 floor, ramp, wall. So it's just an easy way of. That's another way to get higher ground as well that I've been practicing. So if you've got centre stage, let's say, it's just an easy way to get higher than that other person. Yeah. So the bonus of doing this as well is now I've been practicing. Like I said, I'm not brilliant at this. Just like that, you build down quickly, and the bonus of being like this as well, you can get up quickly as well. Oh. And then again, practice going down again. It's just a small technique to try yourselves. Like I said, I'm not brilliant at this. People will be a lot better than this than me, but I think having that edit button down there though has made a massive difference. Obviously I'd like to try the Scuf Vantage controller. I'd like to see what difference that makes. The bonus with this, you can ramp people. So if someone's got that higher ground than you, it's just So let's try it building a new wall. So if someone's rushing you, or someone's higher ground than you, shooting down you, you can build. As soon as they start to reload. Oh, that's wrong button. Yeah, so you can build that. They start going, and then you go again. It's just quick ways. It's all practice. And if you've watched my other video, you can see it. I have got better at this. Some people might say I'm still a bot, but everything's practice. You can never get better unless you practice. And you know, some people play this game, you know, all day, every day. So you're never going to get as good as what these streamers are. How much we'd all love to. But yeah, well, I hope this video's helped, and if you've got any questions you want to ask, feel free to put down in the comments, or come and tweet me, Matt_Blackwell on Twitter. You know, I'm happy to help people. I've played with a few people as well that wanted to play with me, so right, so I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope it gives you an insight into the Scuf Impact controller, and what difference it's made to the gaming. Hopefully next time I'll get a Scuf Vantage, and I'll review that maybe once they come out in the UK. Right, I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll catch you next time.